Aris, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
I think most of the people are here already, so I think we should start again.
How many of us are your size?
We are 19 if we exclude the three of us, four of us.
So there's still a lot more to come. Well, let's just give it 2 more minutes. At 4:25, we'll begin.
Guys, please write in your groups, BJP and INC people, that ask everyone to join back again.
Yes, I think people are already joining in. I think we'll commence now. Okay, before we begin session, did the delegates get a chance to file in some paperwork, write up some sort of a solution to the crisis? Just informally, I'm just asking for a show of hands. Okay, makes sense. Okay, in that case, we'll start with opening the floor to motions. Any motions on the floor? The EB would expect a motion to resume debate because we just come back after a break. So any motions on the floor? Delegates, are there any motions on the floor? Delegates, after the break, we'd mandatorily need a motion to resume debate. So would anybody be willing to file that motion for us? Uh, Yes. Yes, delegate. Do you want to say something? Delegates, I still don't find any hands. Are there any motions on the floor? We would need to resume debate. We would need a motion to resume debate.
I think Vijay Rupani is raising its hand.
Okay, Mr. Vijay Rupani. Mr. Vijay Rupani. Delegate, you're muted.
We have to raise a moderated caucus right now.
No. Right now, for the first motion that will happen after a break is the motion to resume debate. So, like, motion to go back into the session. It's just a formality motion, but we need that motion before we can resume debate. So you just need to file a motion to resume debate. Anybody who wants to do that can raise their hands. But then I'll have to choose somebody to do that. Yeah. Yes.
Can we talk about the economic programs in the COVID crisis?
Delegate, we can do that, but first we'll need to resume debate, right? We'll need a motion to resume debate before we can start anything.
Okay.
Just yeah. Anybody who would like to raise a motion and to resume debate? Uddhav Thackeray.
Can I make the motion?
Yes, please do that.
The delegate representing Harshvardhan will like to raise a motion to resume debate.
Great, delegate. An informal voting on the same. Everybody who agrees, please raise your hands. By discretion of the chair, this motion mandatorily passes. Now that we're back into debate, we'll either move on to the list of speakers, and we'll wait for a written solution to the crisis. That anybody who has worked on the crisis to come up with a written solution, they can present it to the dais, to the EB. In the meanwhile, I'll be opening the house to the motions again. If you have any ideas, like for example, Mr. Vijay Rupani wanted a moderated caucus. Anybody has any other motions for moderated caucus, we'll be accepting that. And post that, we'll be looking for solutions to the crisis in terms of a working paper or a joint party statement or something like that. In the meanwhile, but yes, right now the house is open to motions. Anybody who wishes to file a motion can raise their hands. Yes, Mr. Vijay Rupani, followed by. Yes, please go on.
Yeah, the delegate of Gujarat wishes to raise the motion on the topic economic programs in the emergence of COVID-19.
Okay. So, for how long, delegate?
Approx 1 minute.
1 minute each speaker. Total time?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay, delegate. Any other motions on the floor? Yes, Dr. Harshvardhan, please.
It was mentioned that one of the demands was to increase the amount of doctors to provide healthcare. So I would like to raise a motion about that.
Okay, motion as in the moderated caucus.
Moderated focus about that.
Okay, the topic is the demands of the doctors.
Yeah, increase the amount of doctors.
Okay. Demand in terms of doctors.
So,
okay.
I like everyone to speak a minute about it, and total limit 15 minutes.
Okay, makes sense. Any other motions on the floor?
Excuse me, speaker.
Yes, who's this? Yes, delegate, please go on.
Can you please repeat the motion? Please, motion. I was not clear.
Okay, her motion, her topic is demand in terms of doctors pertaining to the current crisis. The demand in terms of doctors pertaining to the current crisis. Okay. For each speaker time 1 minute and total time 15 minutes. Okay. Any other motions on the floor? Oh. Any other motions? If your video is not available, you can speak out or you can text. Okay. So we'll put these two into voting. First is Mr. Vijay Rupani's motion for regarding the economic programs under the current crisis, for a total time of 30 minutes, each speaker time 1 minute. All those who wish to speak about it, please raise your hands now. all those who wish to speak for the motion, please raise your hands. Okay, seeing that this motion fails, Dr. Harshvardhan, a moderate caucus on the topic demand in terms of doctors in the current crisis. Each speaker time 1 minute, total time 15 minutes. All speakers, all delegates wishing to speak on this topic, please raise your hands now. Six. Even this motion sadly fails, delegates. Okay, in that case, because we have an absence of motions, we'll go back to the list of speakers. The last, the last speaker to have spoken was Mr. K.C. Rao, and Mr. Naveen Patnaik's speech got stuck due to a technical detail. I'd now request her to put forward her opening speech in the list of speakers.
Am I audible?
Yes, delegate, you are.
Yes. Good evening. With prior permission of the EB and delegates of the House, I, delegate representing Orissa, would like to take this opportunity to reiterate my support for the agenda of this um, committee, which is to train medical students to compensate for lack of medical staff. Now, I agree with this proposal on the following grounds. First, we must not forget that this is not an ideal situation. So, everything that we do will not be justified morally or to our human side, but we also need to realize that this is a crisis at hand and we need all hands on deck. Second, the medical student community, especially those with exemplary records and those who are in their final year or who are interning, they represent a sea of untapped potential. They represent underutilized resources. Third, availability of more medical staff will give us the leverage that we need to concentrate our manpower where it is actually required. That being people of older age and children. They are at a higher risk of uh, fatally submitting to COVID-19 and to the COVID-19 infection. So they require more intensive care than other patients. Now, keeping these in mind, the alternatives that I would like to propose are, first of all, decentralization of the management of COVID. We have put so much pressure on hospitals to completely manage the COVID crisis, which also includes asymptomatic patients, patients who are showing similar symptoms but may not be affected by COVID. They have to undergo all of that screening by themselves instead of utilizing that time giving care to patients who are confirmed COVID, who are confirmed with COVID infections. Now, for that, I would like to propose this strategy, which is already being implemented in my state: COVID care homes or temporary medical camps. These serve to decentralize response to COVID. In every panchayat, if we make schools which are already shut down right now, schools, hostels, places like these which have place for accommodation and are sitting empty, to house patients who are not yet confirmed to be COVID positive. We can include volunteers who can check on health of citizens door to door while in proper equipment, proper safety equipment. All of this can be supervised by the sarpanch. This will provide not just decentralization but also employment, which will also sort of help to overcome two problems at once. The second thing that I would like to suggest is something that we believe in strongly, which are the three T's: team spirit, transparency, and technology. Now, team spirit, I would like to reiterate, all hands on deck, which which in my opinion is the need of the hour. Transparency is, we do realize that there is a shortage of PPE kits and there is a shortage of manpower. However, being transparent and honest about that and asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It is something that everybody needs to come together to find a solution to, which we have if we look at the rural sector and realize that it is a potential to create a lot of employment opportunities. Third, technology, which we are already using in the form of online training for COVID-19, as well as the Arogya Setu app, which has proven to be helpful in some way. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. An enlightening speech with a lot of valid points. Moving on from there, would you yield to questions or points of information? Before that, there's a point of parliamentary inquiry by Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao. Please put it forward. Delegate.
I just wanted to know, wasn't the speakers list restricted to 1 minute? I mean, everybody's speaker has limited the time to 1 minute.
Yeah, the LOS was initially restricted to 1 minute, but we extended it to 1.5. And we're not very strongly honing in on that, because as it is, very few people are speaking in retrospect. So in guidance of debate, we're allowing that to happen. If that's fine with you, Delegate.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? Okay. Yes, Delegate. Would you yield to comments or questions or DEB?
I yield to comments.
Comments. Speakers wishing to comment. Farooq Abdullah, followed by anybody else? Anybody whose video is not on and they wish to speak can say it.
Amit Shah has raised their hand.
Amit Shah, okay. Farooq Abdullah, Amit Shah,
Dr.
and Dr. Shashi Tharoor.
It
I
was
think
by
that's all we'll
mistake.
be into. Okay, Amit Shah was by mistake. So Dr. Farooq Abdullah, followed by Dr. Shashi Tharoor. Mr. Farooq Abdullah, you now have the floor. Sir, mute hai. Mr. Farooq Abdullah, mute. Unmute है, sir.
अभी सीएम पटनायक साहब ने जितनी भी बातें रखी, उन सभी पे हमें विचार करना चाहिए, क्योंकि देखिए ये जो कोरोना की हमारी लड़ाई है वो एक दिन की नहीं है, बल्कि इसके लिए हमें एक बहुत बड़ा लंबे वक्त का रोड मैप तैयार करना होगा और हमें युद्ध स्तर पर तैयारी करनी होगी इसकी, बिल्कुल जीरो लेवल पर। और अगर हम इसमें रूरल एरियाज में अच्छे लेवल पे काम नहीं करेंगे तो शायद कोरोना को हम हटा नहीं पाएंगे। और अभी की हालत ये है कि गाँव में कोरोना को लेकर एक बहुत भ्रम फैला हुआ है, एक डर फैला हुआ है। गांव के लोगों में एक ज़हनियत ये फैल गई है, कोरोना का मतलब हो गया है कि मौत। अगर जिसको कोरोना हो गया, इसका मतलब ये है कि उसको हॉस्पिटल के लोग उठा के ले जाएंगे और आखिरकार उसकी डेथ हो जाएगी। लेकिन अगर हम गांव के स्तर पर स्कूलों में, कॉलेजेस में, पंचायत भवन में मरीजों को रखेंगे अलग करके, इससे गांव के लोगों में काफी हद तक भरोसा बढ़ेगा कि नहीं, जो कोरोना है ये एक ऐसी बीमारी नहीं जिसमें डेथ हो ही जाती है, बल्कि इसमें पेशेंट्स ज्यादातर बचते भी हैं। जब पेशेंट्स अपने गांव में रहेगा तो कहीं ना कहीं उसका एक साइकोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट पड़ता है पेशेंट के ऊपर। हॉस्पिटल में जाने के बाद गांव के पेशेंट अपने आप को कंफर्टेबल फील नहीं करते, उनको लगता है कि वहां पर उनको फैसिलिटीज प्रॉपर नहीं मिल पाएंगी। तो ये दो चीजें जो है ये बड़ी बेहतर रहेंगी। और इसकी वजह से लोग गाँव में, अभी एक गाँव में एक चीज और देखी जा रही है कि लोग टेस्टिंग के लिए डर की वजह से नहीं आ रहे हैं। तो अगर हम गाँव के पेशेंट्स के लिए इंतजाम गाँव में ही कर देंगे तो काफी हद तक गांव के लोग खुद बाहर आकर टेस्टिंग कराएंगे और खुद वो, क्योंकि अभी तक गांव के लोगों में भरम फैला हुआ है, कोरोना की टेस्टिंग के लिए वो आगे नहीं आ रहे हैं। तो इन सब चीजों को करके कहीं ना कहीं सरकार जो गांव के लोग हैं उनका भरोसा जीतेगी और इसकी वजह से हमें कोरोना की लड़ाई को लड़ना जो है थोड़ा आसान हो जाएगा।
Thank you, sir. Moving on to Mr. Shashi Tharoor's statement, please.
So I would like to comment upon that. My fellow delegate just said that Arogya Setu app is a big success to tell upon the risks around us. But recently there was a study which was showcasing that there's a French hacker who actually tried to bring down the dashboard of Arogya Setu app down, and he was clearly able to see the names of the infected people and where are they actually residing in. So I don't think that Arogya Setu app is that much safe as much as we all consider.
Coco delegate.
Do I have
So
the
it's
right
been
to
noted.
reply?
Yes, delegate, you do. Please go on.
I would like to clarify. I said it was somewhat successful, not completely. Yes, there have been safety issues, which I am well aware of. But looking at the bigger picture, um, it definitely has provided us with information as to where there is more concentration of COVID affected people and the places that we need to avoid going to. So in terms of that, I believe it was somewhat successful. Like I said, completely successful, I do not believe so. But yes, we cannot deny that it has had a significant contribution to our ability to track COVID cases.
Yes, delegate. So it's understandable in the fact that anything that you try to bring in, it will have its faults and it will have its fallacies. But on the other hand, it is a great technological improvement over what we were manually doing earlier, going from door to door. But yes, understandably, it will have its fallacies and faults. But moving on from here, delegates, there were a few questions to us regarding how the paperwork shall be handled, as is written on the group also. You can directly submit the paperwork to any of the members of the EB, and they'll vet it and they'll get back to you, and then you can present it forward. I would, as I said, after in this session, I would expect you people to have some sort of written framework or a written working paper as to the solution of the crisis that was presented to us by the director of the AIMS, because we have to solve that crisis within this session, because it is today's crisis, naturally. So in the same regard, I would suggest, maybe this is just my own personal suggestion to the committee, that you go into an unmoderated caucus to discuss the same, as in if any of you have some sort of a framework, and even if you don't, then you go into an unmoderated caucus where you can discuss what sort of a solution you people are looking at in terms of a working paper. A working paper is basically nothing. All you have to do is jot down the major and basic points that need to be a part of the resolution. As in, for example, in the current crisis, if the total sum of money that is required to solve the whole crisis, about 35 to 40,000 crores, as was mentioned earlier, you just, all you have to write is how you're going to get that fund and how you're going to use it, if you're going to use it, if you're going to give into the demands or not. Just basic points highlighting the same. About 5-10 points is all what a working paper has. So I think an unmoderated caucus of 10-15 minutes should be enough to discuss any working papers that any of you have. uh, have your authors ready, have your co-authors ready, have your signatories ready, and then present it, and then we'll have a vote on it. So okay, now yes, K. Chandrasekhar Rao had raised his hand. Please, what is your doubt, delegate?
Whether the house is open for unmoderated caucus.
Yeah, I'll be opening the house to motions right now. Any other delegates with any other doubts in the same in the regard of how written documentation works? Okay, seeing none, I'll move the house into motions.
I'm
So
sorry.
delegates, yes,
I'm
delegate,
sorry
please
to
go on.
interrupt. Can you please shed more light upon signatories and how is that supposed to work?
Okay, delegates, right? For example, if you successfully go into an unmoderated caucus right now, you will present before your delegates, as in this house, as in your own comadres, your working paper. They will see it. Authors and co-authors are people who have actually worked on writing it, and who actually support the working paper to the extent that it must get passed. But signatories are just people who wish to discuss it. As in, a signatory will not necessarily vote for the working paper. Authors and co-authors will necessarily vote for the working paper, but resolution signatories are just people who have read the working paper and wish for the working paper to be discussed in the house. I hope that
So,
clarifies it.
yes, but is there a need to mention the signatories, or is that understood?
No, there is a need to mention the signatories, as in the need is that the total number of people, including the authors, co-authors, and signatories, must be 7. so before it can be put before us.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other doubts, delegates, regarding this, the paperwork? Yes, Mr. Owaisi.
शुक्रिया स्पीकर साहब। मैं एक जहन में एक दिक्कत थी। मैं ये पूछना चाहता था कि जो रेजोल्यूशन इस क्राइसिस के मुताबिक हमें अगर देना है तो क्या हर डेलीगेट को देना है या फिर जो है हमें
नहीं डेलीगेट, हर एक डेलीगेट को नहीं देना। रेजोल्यूशन इज लाइक मतलब वर्किंग पेपर रेजोल्यूशन एक ऐसी चीज है जो कि पूरी कमेटी डिसाइड कर रही है। अभी जो अनमॉडरेटेड कॉकस आपका होगा वो इसीलिए है ताकि आप सबके पास जो अपने अपने सिंगल पॉइंट्स हैं वो सब मिला के आप एक क्यूमुलेटिव रेजोल्यूशन दो जिसपे पूरी कमेटी पास कर दे और एक बार में निकल जाए। ऐसा भी हो सकता है, हाँ ऐसा हो सकता है कि अगर जैसे कि 22 लोगों की कमेटी है, 10 लोगों ने एक रेजोल्यूशन बनाया, बाकी 11-12 लोग सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, बाकियों ने कहा नहीं हम दूसरा बनाएंगे, तो ऐसे 2 रेजोल्यूशन आ सकते हैं, 2-3 रेजोल्यूशन आ सकते हैं, पर ऐसा नहीं है कि सबको अपना अपना बनाए। बट यू हैव टू जस्ट वेट, मतलब एक साथ अपना अपना सबको पॉइंट कलेक्ट करके एक क्यूमुलेटिव डॉक्यूमेंटेशन देना है कि मतलब हाँ भाई ये सोल्यूशन हो जाएगा इस क्राइसिस का। ठीक है, आई होप दैट क्लैरिफाइज इट। हाँ ठीक है, तो ओके, एनी अदर डाउट्स?
कोशिश करनी है कि एक दूसरे के नेगोशिएशंस को आप अपने रेजोल्यूशन में इंक्लूड करें ताकि जो क्राइसिस है वो भी सॉल्व हो और आपके जो ऑपोजिशन जो कह रही है आपके कुछ पॉइंट्स को वो लाइक दे नॉट सपोर्टिंग इट, तो उस पर भी आप गौर करें और एक ऐसा रेजोल्यूशन ड्राफ्ट करें जो पास हो सके, क्योंकि यहाँ जरूरी नहीं है कि 10 रेजोल्यूशन बना दिए जाए और कोई भी पास ना हो। तो आपस में अभी लॉबी करें आप अनमॉडरेटेड कॉकस अगर आप उठा रहे हैं तो।
यस, तो अब आई थिंक विद दैट इट्स प्रीटी क्लियर अबाउट एवरीथिंग। तो क्या कहते हैं, आई विल पुट द हाउस ओपन टू मोशंस। एनी मोशंस ऑन द फ्लोर? आई थिंक K. Chandrasekhar Rao had a motion. Any other motions on the floor? Okay, in that case we'll go with K. Chandrasekhar Rao. What is your motion?
I need some time to frame it. Sorry, I would like to take a motion back.
Okay, delegate. Any other motions on the floor? Okay, in that case, what I'll do is I'll reinstate an unmoderated caucus by my discretion onto the House. So you can take your time and discuss amongst yourselves as to what sort of a resolution you want to the crisis, and let's break into the chair and the speaker and the deputy speaker will leave the committee, so you people can talk and lobby amongst yourselves and decide and discuss all of your points and then uh, finalize whatever sort of written framework that you want, if that's fine with the committee. Okay, in that case I'll request the vice speaker to leave us both out of the committee and then the committee can discuss on their own for a time
Okay,
period
instead of
of 7 minutes.
leaving RS, you can just turn your mic and things off.
Okay, yeah.
The delegate representing Vijay Rupani, can I have his attention, please? Yes, मुझे ये पता करना था कि आपने earlier mention किया था कि जो economic handles हैं और ये pandemic के लिए कुछ ideas हैं आपके पास उसके लिए?
Your voice is not audible.
Hello.
हाँ भाई आ गए बोल।
विजय साहब, मुझे आपसे ये पूछना था कि जो आपने earlier एक moderated purpose के लिए कहा था कि economic वो handle करना है जो भी है, क्या आप उसके बारे में थोड़ा बता सकते हैं कैसे handle करेंगे?
कैसे हैंडल करेंगे यार, हमारी जो बीजेपी की गवर्नमेंट है उसने प्लान जैसे निकाले, लाइक 20 लाख करोड़ रुपए का जो उन्होंने फंड निकाला था, जो आपका मनरेगा में यूज हुआ है, और मनरेगा में यूज हुआ है, फिशरीज में यूज हुआ है, एनिमल हस्बेंड्री में यूज हुआ है, तो बाकी सब चीजों में यूज हुआ है। और आरबीआई ने 1 करोड़ रुपीस का कुछ वो निकाला था, जिसपे कंट्री की आरबीआई की लिक्विडिटी बहुत ज्यादा इंक्रीज हुई थी। तो ऐसे हम कुछ ऐसे स्टेप्स उठा सकते हैं जिससे कंट्री की लिक्विडिटी इंक्रीज हो और कंट्री के अंदर पैसा जनरेट हो, और फिर वो हेल्प कर सकता है।
ठीक। कुछ दिनों पहले सोनभद्रा में जो नक्सल अफेक्टेड एरिया है वहां पे 2 गोल्ड माइंस निकली थी, तो कुछ पता है उसके बारे में आपको? मतलब वहां से भी हम फंड निकाल सकते हैं ना? क्या ख्याल है आपका इसके बारे में?
वो तो इंडिया की जो रिजर्व गोल्ड माइन के जितनी भी जो मिनिस्ट्री है वो तो फिर कहीं से भी निकाल सकती है ना। एज इफ वी डिसाइड वी आर द रूलिंग गवर्नमेंट, तो वो तो हम कहीं से भी एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं, नॉट कि सोनभद्र से करना है। या अभी कुछ महीने पहले ऐसे माना गया था कि एक मंदिर के नीचे भी कर्नाटका में सबसे बड़ी गोल्ड माइन थी, बट फिर आकर जो भी उसके अंदर आता है, जो मिनिस्ट्री है, उन्होंने उसको इनकार कर दिया था। तो फिर वही।
थैंक यू, शुक्रिया।
ध्रुव बॉस, मेरा एक सजेशन था रिगार्डिंग द क्राइसिस।
हेलो
जी बॉस, ठीक है, रिगार्डिंग द क्राइसिस अगर हम लोग, हेलो बॉस।
भाई कौन बोल रहा है?
बॉस मैं रिजवान।
अच्छा रिजवान बोल।
बॉस अगर हम लोग पीएम रिलीफ फंड को हम लोग इसमें कंसिडर करेंगे क्राइसिस में, तो आई थिंक दैट दिस विल बी अ वेरी गुड आइडिया। आई मीन हम लोग इसमें वी कैन रिजॉल्व दिस if you agree on this.
रिजवान, पीएम केयर्स फंड आके क्या बोला तुमने? आवाज नहीं आ रही तुम्हारी।
रिलीफ फंड के बारे में बोला मैंने, बोला कि क्राइसिस में अगर हम लोग पीएम रिलीफ फंड से हम लोग यूज करें उसको क्राइसिस से डील करने के लिए, तो डेफिनेटली आई थिंक हमारे पार्टी इसमें रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं, लेकिन कॉमन टर्म्स इफ यू कैन कंसीडर दिस
कि हम पीएम रिलीफ फंड से निकालें।
जी अगर आप इसमें एग्री करते हैं।
रिजॉइन करना है हमें, फिर से रिजॉइन करना है, अभी बंद हो जाएगा ये।
यार क्या करना है?
फिर से रिजॉइन करना पड़ेगा, बंद हो जाएगा ये अभी थोड़ी देर में। ग्रुप में मैसेज आया, देख लो।
क्योंकि बॉस देखिए, अगर